Welcome to the video training series on European fire safety regulations for sandwich panel products, also known as FISA. My name is Abdullah Al-Maisari and I'm a research engineer at HAMC. In this series, we will explore the essential guidelines and regulations that govern the use of sandwich panel products in construction, with a focus on fire safety standards and systems across Europe. This project is made possible through the funding and collaboration of the Fire Protection Fund, the Finnish Constructional Steelwork Association, HAMC Häme University of Applied Sciences, Ruukki, PAROK, ja Ariko. In this series, we have 7 separate training videos. The first video provides an introduction to fire safety in building design. The second video explores how sandwich panels behave at normal temperatures. Next, we focus on the behavior of sandwich panels when exposed to elevated temperatures. The fourth video discusses engineering considerations and solutions for designing fire-safe structures. The fifth video covers the reaction of sandwich panels to fire, while the sixth video looks into their resistance to fire. And finally, the seventh video will explain the concepts of direct and extended applications of fire test results. By the end of these training videos, you should be able to understand the critical role of fire safety in building design, learn key regulations and standards for construction products, especially sandwich panels, understand the behavior of sandwich panels under normal conditions and during fire, differentiate between classes of reaction to fire performance and their significance, understand resistance to fire classifications and their impact on safety, become familiar with tests used to classify products based on fire performance, gain knowledge of technical terms in fire testing and results presentation, and finally, explore practical engineering solutions to enhance sandwich panel fire safety. Our first session of the video training series is Introduction to Fire Safety in Building Design, Objectives and Regulations. In this session, we will cover the fundamental principles of fire safety in the context of building design. Our goal is to help you understand the key objectives that guide fire safety measures, as well as the regulations and standards that shape these practices. We will explore the importance of designing buildings with fire safety in mind to protect lives, property, and the environment. And we will discuss how regulations ensure that these goals are met through established safety codes and guidelines. Fire safety in building design is crucial for protecting lives, reducing property damage, ensuring compliance, enhancing emergency response, and promoting public confidence. Every day, thousands of people walk, work, and live in these buildings, but what if a fire broke out? Fires can be devastating. They can cause property damage, injuries, and even loss of life. That's why fire safety design is so important. Hence, complying with standards help us avoid unsafe designs and ensure a swift approval of the building design. However, even with the best fire safety measures in place, accidents can happen. That's why it's crucial to have proper designed structures and a well-trained emergency responders who can quickly contain fires and minimize damage. By prioritizing fire safety in building design, we can protect lives, property, and the overall well-being of our communities. Fire safety in building design is a comprehensive approach to prevent, control, and mitigate the effects of fires. To prevent fires, we focus on using fire-resistant materials, ensuring proper electrical wiring, and conducting regular maintenance. For early detection, smoke detectors, heat sensors, and fire alarms should be installed. Containment plays a vital role in fire safety, and it is a critical area we are emphasizing in this FISAB project. By designing fire-resistant structures, we are creating barriers that can help prevent fires from spreading. But containment is not just about wall or roof structures. It also involves strategies like dividing buildings into sections or compartments to isolate fires and control the ventilation by managing the airflow to prevent oxygen from fueling the flames. And then comes suppression. And for that, buildings should be equipped with sprinklers and extinguishers. For evacuation, safe exits and routes should be carefully designed. This includes creating clear evacuation paths, providing adequate emergency lighting, and installing clear signs to guide people to safety during a fire. Lastly, regulatory compliance, which means construction products and building designs, should follow the building codes, obtaining necessary permits and inspections, and following industry guidelines. When it comes to construction products like sandwich panels, the European Construction Products Regulation (CPR) plays an important role. The CPR mandates that construction products, including sandwich panels, meet specific performance standards, especially when it comes to fire safety. This is where EU fire safety standardization comes into play by harmonizing product standards across Europe. This means that manufacturers and consumers can be confident that products meet the same safety requirements, no matter where they are made or sold. So we have the harmonized product standards like EN 14509 for sandwich panels. These standards outline the specific requirements that products must meet. And then we have the Declaration of Performance (DOP), which is a document that manufacturers must provide for their products, declaring that it complies with the relevant harmonized product standard. Then there is the CE marking, which is a visual symbol that shows that a product has been assessed and complies with EU requirements, including fire safety. Finally, we have the Assessment and Verification of Constancy of Performance (AVCP). This is a process to ensure that products continue to meet the standards throughout their life cycle. As we mentioned earlier, when you see a CE marking on a sandwich panel, it is essentially a sign of quality and safety. But what does it really mean? As discussed earlier, the CE marking is based on harmonized product standards, such as the EN 14509 for sandwich panels. These standards are a blueprint for manufacturers outlining the requirements that products must meet. Interestingly, these standards are a mix of rules and suggestions. There are mandatory parts that are absolutely essential for getting the CE marking. These include references to specific testing or classification standards that the manufacturers must follow to prove their product's quality. But there is also a voluntary side to these standards. These are optional parts that manufacturers can choose to follow, but they don't affect whether or not they get the CE marking. The European Committee has developed the Harmonized Product Standard EN 14509 in 2006, and since then it has been revised in 2013 and there are other revisions underway. This standard is the basis of CE marking of double-skin metal-faced insulating panels, which is also known as sandwich panels. So, if a manufacturer has a new product, they must prepare a DOP, assuming that their construction product meets a harmonized product standard, like the EN 14509, or the product has gone through a European Technical Assessment, ETA. The DOP details its performance levels for key features. By creating this document, the manufacturer takes responsibility for ensuring the product meets the standards they have declared. Once the DOP is in place, the manufacturer is obligated to attach the CE marking to the product. But that's not all. The Finnish Safety and Chemicals Agency, Tukis, acts as the market surveillance authority for construction products. They keep a close eye on the market to ensure that products comply with the DOP and CE marking requirements. So, how do we ensure the quality and consistency of construction products? There is a system called AVCP, or Assessment and Verification of Consistency of Performance. Imagine AVCP as a quality control checkpoint. It is a process to make sure that products continue to meet the standards they were initially certified to. Example: one important essential characteristic of some structural product is the compressive strength. You will find it in the list of essential characteristics in the Annex ZA of the Harmonized Standard. The AVCP system defined for this essential characteristic of this product is 2+. It means that the manufacturers of the product have to do an initial test of the product and put in place factory production control and test the product according to their quality system. They are also obliged to hire a notified body to do an initial inspection, including the plant and the factory production control. Furthermore, they need to assess the factory production control periodically. A notified body is a product certification body, or a quality control certification body, or even a testing laboratory notified to the Commission by each member country, which is qualified to perform third-party tasks to assess and certify the consistency of the performance level. So, in the case of Finland, Eurofins could be that notified body. So, all in all, manufacturers play a key role in AVCP. They conduct initial tests, implement quality control measures, and work closely with notified bodies. The AVCP is carried out for each construction product as determined by the European Commission for each product group. This is the end of this training video. In the next one, we will explore what sandwich panels are and how they behave under normal temperatures. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.